Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about my May favorites. The month went by like this. It was real quick. So if you want to see what were my monthly favorites, then just keep watching. To get started, we're going to start with face products. So I'm going to start with sheet mask that I've been loving also this month. I've been using a lot of the Tony Moly ones, but I did find these at Ulta and I've been loving them. They do have little animal faces, as you can tell. Literally, if you wear this, you literally have a dragon face on you. Literally, you will have a lion face on you. But they are amazing and they're cute. It's a new fun way to wear these sheet masks and I love it. These two are my actual favorites, especially this one for if you have a lot of rosacea around your face, like in your T-zone and underneath your eyes. This calms it down, especially when I use too much makeup throughout the week. I like to use these once a week, and this helps my skin just feel refreshed, better, less harsh. So loving these. Next, we're going to talk about my video before, which I'll link down below, on my drugstore makeup look. I use these two foundations together. I know, a full coverage foundation with like a glowy foundation. You would think it wouldn't be a good mix, but honestly, after I mixed these, when I was experimenting before I filmed my tutorial, I was just like in love. And then the day that I filmed that tutorial, I wore it for the whole day and my face, like, it was full coverage for the whole day. I can't tell you that it was for a whole 24 hours like this claims, but for the whole day it was good and it lasted all day. It didn't like make me look cakey at all throughout the whole day because of the light weight texture that it has, especially this one. And I just loved it, both of these combinations together. Obviously one's lighter, one's darker because I have like combination skin right now. Like I can't get one perfect shade. So loving these, right? Next we're gonna go to bronzer. We have a powder bronzer and then we have a cream bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild contour stick and Where's Walnut. Loving. I'm just gonna swatch it right there. Perfect brown shade and it blends very smooth. You got I did also use this on my drugstore tutorial. Loving it. And now that it's going to summer, I started using again my MAC bronzer, and it just says bronze. And it's the bronzing powders from MAC. It just says bronze. It's like a perfect shimmery, like light, like just super light shimmery bronzer. It's perfect for the summer, for when you want to look more glowy but still like bronze. Obviously you have to pack it in heavy because it is a light shade, as you can tell, compared to the contour stick. But I love this for the summer. It's like my holy grail for the summer, so you'll be seeing this for the next couple of videos for sure. Then also blushes that I discovered when I went to Ulta and was just like on this Wet n Wild ombre blush is just so pretty, and I did mix it with this essence, the shade Autumn Peach, and then this one is in the color in Purple Haze. These two together, even though they don't look like they will go, were amazing. You can wear both of them by themselves and they still look amazing, but I did love this one the most. And then another blush that I've been using for like the whole May, and I'm probably going to be using for the rest of summer also, is this MAC blush right here. It's like a shimmery blush, you might say. You see it right there? And it's in the color Margin. And it's a shimmery bronze. It's perfect to give you that natural glow. You could probably like just pop this in your cheeks and like do foundation, pop this in the cheeks, call it a day, add a little bit more highlight, call it a day. Super glowy look. You don't really need a bronzer. This is just amazing. So that, and then we're gonna go to eyeshadow palettes. We have two that aren't new products, but I have been using them a lot this whole month. And that is the KYLIE Royal palette, right? That's what this one's called? This one? I believe this is a Royal palette, pretty sure. And it's this one right here. Here, let me flip it the other way. I did use only this palette to create my makeup look today. So if you guys want to like see how I did my makeup look, I'm probably gonna, that'll probably be for next week if I use it. But if you do want to use it, obviously just write it down in my description and like on my comments and let me know. And just like tell me if you want to see this on my comments, and then I'll definitely do it. But my favorite shades are like these two right here, and I love this brown shade right here. And then on my lids today is this color and this color right here. So loving this palette. Other palette that I've been using a lot that you have been seeing on like maybe 2 or 3 of my videos is the LORAC Pro palette. This is the second one. Loving these colors. I use a lot of the plum, the nectar right here. I use this shade and this shade right here. And I also like to set with this one right here, and then the one next to it. It's a perfect for like a brown, smooth brown shade for transition. I don't really hear people talking about a lot from the, especially from this brand of highlight wise. It's other than like their cream highlight that they came out with, the Tarte Pro Glow, I think that's what it's called. That palette, the one that comes with like a like cream bronzer and like highlight shades and all that stuff. But they actually have pretty like amazing highlights on their own. This one's called Expose Highlights. I did use this today, and I did use this on my previous video, and I've been using it a lot on like my everyday looks for when I'm not filming. And it's just amazing highlight. Like, look at that. And that's like just one swipe. It's really good. The rest of their shades, they have a couple more shades, and they're actually really pretty. They literally come in the package just like their blushes, but I'm liking these. Like, I don't hear a lot about them, and they deserve some credit because they are amazing. So Tarte, if you're watching this video, you make some bomb highlights. And then we're gonna go into lips. We have 3 products. We have 2 of the new collab between Kim Kardashian West and Kylie Cosmetics. I have the color here Kimmy and Kimberly. I am wearing Kimmy right now on my lips. I love these. I can just literally swatch it on and go. I tend to keep one like Kimmy in my bag just in case like my lipstick runs out and I'm like, oh, I want something different. Pop it on. Yes. I'm like one of those person that keeps like a billion swatch different lipsticks in her purse because I change my mind all the time. The other lipstick that I've been using a lot on like everyday looks is like this melted matte liquid lipstick from Too Faced. It's Queen Bee. It's like a nude purple. That's the only way I could describe it. Nude purple. Right here on the end. Perfect nude purple shade, and it really goes good with like my light brown looks that I do a lot on everyday looks. And perfect, amazing. And then other things that we'll talk about is brushes. Now, I would like to say that my favorite way of getting brushes is by doing the monthly subscription that Morphe does, like with Light Glam, the brushes club is what they call it. So last month they added a couple more brushes to my collection, and they always give you like 4 to 5 depending on the brushes. Usually if they give you a lot of like big brushes, then it's usually like 3 or 4. But if they give you eyeshadows, brushes, and like one face brushes, it's usually 5. So these two are the only ones that aren't Morphe brushes out of this whole pile. So we'll start with these. So this you've been seeing a lot in my videos. This is the Luxie 514 blush brush. I use this to blend out my highlight when I'm like done with it. Like after I make like a precise line, I blend it out with this. But lately, to apply, even to begin with, the highlight, I've been using this Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. I don't use it for foundation because it's very firm, but it's soft also. And it has like this like a little round with a point to it. And it's perfect to just pop it on both sides and then use this one for blending. So those are 2 favorite Luxie brushes that I have. And these I got in the Ipsy subscription bags. I get brushes from them all the time, and they're usually always Luxie brushes. So then for Morphe, I'm going to talk about this little brush right here. Well, it's not little, but it is the Morphe R10 from the Rose Gold collection. I use this. You see me use this for the past couple of weeks. I use this to dust off my bake. I just love this. It's super soft. It has like that round, perfect shape. It's not super packed, which makes it, oh, it's a little dirty. Which makes it perfect for when you're dusting off and like patting away that powder. Because I don't like super packed brushes for when I'm doing that. Especially when I'm using loose powder. I would use a packed brush if I was doing pressed powders on my face, not like loose powders. So then we're going to talk about eyes, and I've been holy grailing these brushes right here. So we'll start with this one. This is the R36. It is a perfect round crease brush. Then we have R40, which is another round crease brush, but this one has more bristles and it's more packed. So this one's perfect for when you want this. R38 is perfect for when you want a more soft blending with one color. R40 is more for like you're blending one specific area, and if you're like going right here in the outer corner, or if you're gonna do your whole crease, it kind of blends it more. It gives you more color, I would say. Like when you're blending, it leaves more of the color there. This one, it like does more like a feather touch when you're blending. So like it circulates more, like when you're doing circular motions. Like I just feel like this one gives you a softer look because it's less packed. And you can probably tell also on the camera, because this one looks more packed than this one. So feathery light blending R38, more packed blending R40. And forgive me, these are dirty, I was using them today. And then the other one is the R37. This is round, but it has a point to it, which is why I use it for, because it's perfect for when I'm doing especially the outer corner crease and I'm like blending upwards. It's like not blending it super harsh at the top. It's leaving that light feathery touch at the top, which is why I like the point to it better for when I'm doing that at the top. Amazing. And then the last one, you guys know that I love my G34. I'll show you guys. My G34 to death. This is what I use to blend out my brow precise, what I blend out to like blend out my concealer on my eyes, like to prime my lids. And I have been using this also to then set my concealer in my eyes with the eyeshadow. Well, since I got this one right here, the G38, I stopped using this one for setting also my concealer. I started using this to set, and I've been loving it. It's more, this one looks more like a lid eyeshadow brush, but in bigger shape. This looks like a short version of a concealer that's more packed. It is super packed and it has like that round shape, when this one has like that flat round shape. This is like fully round. So you probably can't tell on camera right now. There you can tell. Yeah, you see that this one's more flat than the other one. Yeah, so I've been using this to set my concealer after I put it on with like a eyeshadow, and it's just perfect. I can just go like this, call it a day, and then I don't have to mix my concealer products with my eyeshadow since I'm using 2 separate brushes. So I've been loving that, and that's it, guys. Those are all my May favorites. It wasn't a lot, but they were good products. If you are liking these products too, if you have any comments about them, if you want to try them out and still have questions, go ahead and ask in my comments, and give this video a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.